Good morning, Britain. Breaking news, a disastrous double defeat in a by-election battering for the Conservative has led to the dramatic resignation of party chairman Oliver Dowden. That's happened in the last few minutes. He said he shares in the distress and disappointment of Tory supporters.
It was a sensational result for the Liberal Democrats, with an historic victory in Tiverton and Honiton and a clear message to the Prime Minister.
Enough is enough. They demand a change. The only decent course of action left open to you is to heed their call and resign.
And Labour win back Wakefield, reclaiming the Red Wall seat 3 years after defeat by the Tories.
People in Wakefield and across the country are sick of the deceit and the dishonesty of this government.
And is former party chairman Oliver Dowden trying to send Boris Johnson a message as well? He says somebody must take responsibility for a run of poor results. Does he mean he is the fall guy, or is he asking Boris Johnson to do so as well?
Meanwhile, all this takes place while we are braced for a summer of turbulence. British Airways workers vote to strike during the school holidays over claims bosses refuse to reinstate the 10% pay cut taken during lockdown.
Well, families hoping to fly from Heathrow with British Airways this summer holidays could be hit hard if the ground crew and check-in staff do follow through and walk out. So it's putting real pressure on the airline to come up with a deal now before they have to start cancelling flights during the busiest months of the year.
From Eurovision to Glastonbury, winning Ukrainian folk band on their surprise festival gig, and why they're fighting for Ukraine to host next year's contest.
Oh, that's why all the production team's children are here today.
I'm so excited about the band. Even grown-up kids love the band, like me.
Fame and friendship after a decade of the Vamps boy band favourites. James and Bradley join us live in the studio to talk 10 years of hits.
Weather is turning unsettled. That means cooler with showers. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Friday, 24th of June, 2022. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Kate Garraway and Adil Ray.
Good morning, Britain. It's just gone 6 o'clock. Welcome to the programme. An absolutely incredible morning. Devastating morning for the Conservatives. I mean, it just when you thought it couldn't get worse in the last hour, it has. They have lost both by-elections. The one they were sort of perhaps expected they may have struggled in Wakefield, but the one in Tiverton, they have held that for, well, as far back as you can go, and that is devastating enough. But I think Oliver Dowden, chairman of the Conservative Party, resigning today
is extraordinary. I have his resignation letter here, actually. A couple of sentences leap out to me. It says, "Dear Prime Minister, with great sadness, I must resign as chairman of the Conservative Party with immediate effect." This is the person who we've been talking to for weeks and months, who's been sent out to explain,
he is,
some would argue, justify. He's one of his biggest...
In our world, it's fair to say, in our world, we try to predict, don't we? We try to predict who are they going to send out the next day. And a day after the election, the editors here said it will be Oliver Dowden. Yeah, Oliver Dowden will be.
He's such a stalwart supporter of the Prime Minister, and he's the Conservative Party chairman. He's there.